All good?
Yeah.
Dan, thank you for joining us. A point gained here at the Broadfield Stadium this evening. Can I get your overall reflection on the game first?
Yeah, I thought we played really well tonight. The tempo was really good right from the start. We played some really good football. I think if you were watching from the stands, you would have quite enjoyed the game tonight. I think we're disappointed to come away with just a point, especially with the second half performance. But like you said, it's a point gained, I guess, and we've got two massive games to go now. So we'll take both of them as they come and see what happens.
Yeah, the gaffer said we did pretty much everything we could to have won the game. Other than put the ball in the back of the net for the second time. Was it a frustrating game because Barrow looked sort of very content to sort of sit behind the ball and sort of try and stall us as much as possible?
Yeah, I think you've got to give Barrow some credit for this season because that's the way they play, and they've been very effective with it, and that's why they are where they are in the table. But I felt like we were going to get a second. I felt we were playing really well and causing them problems, and to be fair to them, the keeper's made a few great saves and a couple of our chances have just gone past the post near the end. So yeah, we'll brush ourselves down and we'll move on to Saturday.
Yeah, one of those football cliches, I suppose, of if the game was 10 minutes longer, perhaps the result ends a little bit differently. Was there sort of any frustrations that it took as long as it did sort of kick in, or were the lads just sort of really thrown off by the goal? Because as the gaffer said, it came at a sort of strange time where we looked to be pressing a lot and sort of pegged us back, and it's often the way in football, isn't it, that when you start chasing, the game plan can go slightly out the window. Do you think there was anything to do with that, do you think?
Well, I think the way we play, we kind of know what plan A is and we kind of stick with that. The goal at the time it came probably did catch us by surprise because I felt like we were on top and we were really controlling it. But again, it was a great reaction from the boys, and we came in at half time and came out for the second half and started like we did the first half. So credit's got to go to the boys for not dropping their heads and fighting back and kind of controlling it, and we got the goal we deserved.
20 goals for the season for yourself. We've spoken in previous interviews about targets. You've said that you're not going to publicly reveal them. Is this one that you can now publicly reveal? Was 20 always the target from the start of the season?
Listen, I think me and Larry say we don't talk about targets, but the other day we kind of had a bit of a laugh about it and kind of said I was one away from 20. So yeah, I'm happy to get my 20th tonight, but I'd much rather it been making it 3 points instead of just a point. But yeah, we'll move on to Saturday and hopefully get a couple more before the end of the season.
Yeah, still plenty of opportunities for yourself and for the club. It's a point, as I said, gained that keeps us in those playoff places. Obviously, Doncaster have still got one more game to play. Other than us, they play on the next Tuesday after playing on Saturday as well. But it's still very much in our hands, isn't it? Yeah,
I think definitely. I think we've seen this season everyone can beat anyone, and we'll go into the last two games try and take maximum points from it, and whatever will be on April 27th will be. So we know we've given it our all, and we'll keep doing that for the last 10 days of the season.
Yeah, plenty of time to sort of take a look back at this game. We know how much the gaffer loves sort of debriefing the game properly and breaking it down, which is obviously very important, but you can't help but not get excited for Saturday. Obviously a big local derby, as Scott said, it means a lot for both clubs. Obviously Sutton are fighting for the last sort of relegation spot after Forest Green was confirmed this evening, so there's a lot on the line, but we're backed by probably going to be over 1,000 Crawley fans, so as a player you must be really excited for that.
Yeah, it's fantastic to take that amount of away fans to that game, and I think the Colchester result helped us, but put more pressure on Sutton for Saturday. So it's going to be an exciting game for both sets of fans, and I think we can go in it and try and carry on from where we left off tonight and play really fast and exciting football.
Perfect, thank you, Dan.
Thanks. Dan, I think Alex Ferguson called this time of the season squeaky bum time. Are you as players feeling sort of any pressure at all, do you think, or is it?
Not one bit, I'll be honest with you. We've kind of said it from the start. We know how good we are as a team, and we know what performances we can put in. Saturday, just gone, obviously was a disappointment. That happens in football, and we knew we had to bounce back tonight with a positive performance. We probably felt we deserved the 3 points, but we'll take the point and move on to the next one.
Yeah, and we mentioned the 20 goals. You must be delighted to hit that. Call it a target. Don't know if it is or not, but you must be delighted to hit 20 goals.
Yeah. Listen, for me personally, it's a good achievement, and kind of my first full year playing week in, week out in the league, and to be able to achieve that, I'm really happy with. But again, I'll be even happier if come April 27th we're in that playoff spot. So yeah, we'll see.
Scott Lindsay was very cross about the Jay Williams booking very early on. What was your view of that? And it must be gutting to not have Jay in those last two games of the regular season.
Yeah, I don't know if you can appeal for a ref booking the wrong player. It was just, I just honestly couldn't understand. It was blatantly obvious who Jeremy Kelly made the first foul, shall we say. And then to pull out a card that early on the game as well, when some of their players had 5 or 6 fouls, and he was going to me, "Oh, I don't want to book them just yet." I'm like, "It's the 70th minute now, and you've booked 3 of our players already in the first half." So, no, it's a big miss for us. But again, we've shown all year when we've missed players like Dion was out for a bit, Liam Kelly was out for a bit, Jay Williams was out for a bit. We know what a squad we've got, and we know how we want to play. So, listen, hopefully we can get him back for the playoff games.
And looking ahead at Sutton, as a player, you must relish this kind of game. Big local derby, so much in it for both sides.
Yeah, definitely. We said the same going into the Wimbledon game away, what a game that was going to be, and we're going to do the same going into this game against Sutton. It's a fantastic opportunity for us and a lot on the line. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Brilliant, thanks, mate.
Just as you reach into Emma, just ask what has clicked for you here at Crawley? How is it? What do you put this sort of success down to?
Yeah, I think firstly probably playing week in, week out. As a striker, it kind of gives you the confidence to know you're going to be playing and to kind of get into a bit of a rhythm. And then just working with the gaffer and with mainly Carl Lowerman as well. We've got a great working relationship. I kind of know what the gaffer wants from me and on how we play, and I feel like we play in a fashion that suits me. So, no, I think the coaching staff have been great with me this year, kind of building up my confidence and have allowed me to kind of do what I do best and get in the box and score some goals.
What is it that you like about that way of playing? It's got a patient style, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a style which I guess fans maybe sometimes think we can maybe boot the ball a bit forward a bit quicker at times, but it's one where we create lots of chances and we create good chances. It's not kind of just lumping the ball long and trying to win a flick on and someone else running in behind. It's good football and we score good goals, and I think most fans would be really happy with the style of football that the gaffer's brought into this club and the way we're playing. And if I was a fan and I was coming to watch this every week, I'd be really happy.
Just finally, if you were to get into the playoffs, what would that be the biggest games of your career?
Yeah, I think, listen, I've played in FA Cup games before and against big teams, but for me, the league, doing it across 46 games and to be in that final playoff spot with a team like Crawley will be massive, and I know all of us would relish the chance to do that, and we're all working really hard to hopefully achieve that.
Thanks. Cool.